on AT&T Sportsnet Pittsburgh. The Pirates visit the St. Louis Cardinals for Game 2 of their 4-game series, continuing the road trip that'll take them into Denver, Colorado next week. But boy, what a nice start to this trip. Pirates shutting out the Redbirds last night, 5-0. Greg Brown, Kevin Young, Robbie Ince-Mikowski with you. The 8-5 Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the 5-8 St. Louis Cardinals. We'll talk about the pitching matchup coming up, but I know you love talking about defense, how important that is, Kevin, to winning ball games. Pirates did that. In particular, we saw it from Ji-Hwan Bae, who's fearless out on the field, whether he's got a glove on or a bat in his hand.
That's so true. I mean, again, you're talking about impact players, and this is what happens when you go out there. You're able to impact the game with your not only your speed, but your defensive play, and then just the relentlessness to go after the ball, again, crashing into the wall, just giving up your body, doing whatever the team needs, and Ji-Hwan Bae's done that. And again, this is not a position that, like I said, he grew up playing when it comes to minor league baseball. He's been in the infield making diving plays and getting good reads, and pitchers and teammates absolutely love that.
And you've talked about this before. He can generate power. He doesn't need the big leg kick. He hit that game-winning walk-off home run at PNC Park against the Astros.
Yeah, again, minimal head movement. You can see it right there. He didn't need a lot, and that's really what you want to see for him. Keep that foot closer to the ground, able to get to this pitch inside right there, and those are the type of things you want to see from Ji-Hwan Bae, the ability to, again, continue to use those legs, put balls in play, keep them out of the air, and that's the success of this ball club right now.
Ji-Man Choi was scratched about a half an hour ago, a little ankle issue, so Connor Joe will get his first start at first base. You like him from the right side, the Eaton Park performance that makes you smile.
Absolutely. Putting together professional at bats, that's been his mantra. It has been, and it's coming out early in this season. You can see, again, hitting for average, has some doubles in there, and like those big hits, and also a good base runner as well, being able to steal some bases. So being the ultimate run producer right now is a big key for this lineup as well.
His first Pirate home run last night here at Busch Stadium. You love that OPS. Hey, coming up, we're going to talk about hedging the roster. That's a little play on words, in case you missed it. Austin Hedges returns to the active roster. Get it? Hedging the roster.
Nothing. Austin Hedges comes off the injured list today, and he is in that starting lineup. He'll be catching Johan Oviedo tonight. Our age and injury update. Hedges activated off the concussion IL. Conjigba, Mark Mathias, and Austin Hedges hoping to get some production out of the bottom three there. But first we start at the top, and Ji-Hwan Bae, who was 1 for 4 last night, and Jake Woodford will start tonight and his first start against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, take a look at those numbers there again from Jake Woodford. And again, the key is going to be able to allow him to get the ball elevated. Likes to use a curveball, and he actually used his sweeper that they like to call nowadays. And so again, not allowing him to steal strikes early in the count as this game kind of progresses, and hit the ball out over the plate and see how that works out.
His catcher is former Cubby Wilson Contreras. And Nolan Arenado, 10 straight gold gloves over at third base. Paul Goldschmidt has 4 gold gloves of his own, and the reigning MVP over at first. Tommy Edman, gold glover as a second baseman, is playing short. Brendan Donovan, gold glover as utility man, is at second. And that's O'Neill, Carlson, and Burleson. O'Neill won 2 gold gloves, 20 and 21. So that has been their MO for a long time. Outstanding, stellar defense. Strike is called on Ji-Hwan Bae.
Yeah, Jake Woodford is the guy that kind of reminds me of a throwback when it comes to like the Greg Maddux type pitches. Not going to overwhelm you with a lot of velocity, but he's going to move the ball in and out and change speeds with his breaking ball and allow you to get yourself out.
See Woodford reserved on the mound. Doesn't necessarily show his emotions. We'll get that out of the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bae. 78 degrees. Very pleasant night here in St. Louis. And 2-2.
Oh, looked like it might have caught him in the toe right there.
Apparently so. He's aboard. And right away, we'll see that. You're going to challenge it?
Yeah, the hitter usually knows when he gets hit, so I'm pretty sure they...
Oh, they're going to challenge.
Yeah.
I think his mic is not working. Lance Barksdale is trying to figure it out. He's going to ask maybe for some help from Will Little. Not working. So anyway, you get the idea. St. Louis is challenging the hit by pitch.
Yeah, we read his lips.
Yeah. HN Supermo look at it.
Oh yeah, we got a shoestring. Shoestring counts. We're good.
That's interesting because I don't know that the laces count on the glove. The shoestrings count on the shoes.
We are about to find out.
Try to tag a player. On the big screen, as clear as it is, you can't. So again, the laces don't factor into a tag. Like glove, that's interesting.
You know, the umpire has a tough call too because they hear,
yes.
They can hear any type of touch before that ball hits the ground. So they're picking up that sound more than they're seeing anything obviously behind the plate.
Here now, maybe here. Well, there you have it. Looks like a shocked manager, Ali Marmol.
Yeah, you take a look at curveball down and in right there. It might have grazed just the top of the left foot.
Marmol. What? Are you kidding me? But I wonder if you hear a double click just by listening to it.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Here's Reynolds. Bay has 3 steals in 3 attempts. Reynolds was not in the starting lineup last night. He did pinch hit Carlos Santana. A little bit of a wrist issue, so didn't bat in the 9th. He said he was fine after the game, and Derek Shelton said today, yeah, he was getting the day off anyway. Shelton's going to rest his veterans sporadically. Reynolds didn't start last night. Hayes doesn't start tonight.
Yeah, Brown, we shared earlier, you know, 29 games this month of April.
And bounce to second, a double play ball. 2 outs. Well, the Vin Furniture and Mattress double play.
Yeah, that's a nice backhand feed right there. I mean, that's not an easy play. Not too many times you see it of that distance. I'm talking about a good 30, 35 feet of a flip. Execute that double play.
And now McCutchen. 2 outs and no one on. Woodford gets the strike call.
Yeah, you can see Woodford. He just pitches around the edges. You don't see a ton of pitches out over the middle of the plate. Usually down with the sinker. So we used to call that uncomfortable 0 for 4 when we used to face guys like Greg Maddux, but obviously he's a stretch from that. But definitely just find the balls, miss barrels, and things of that nature.
McCutchen not pleased with that one.
Yeah, if he can continue to keep the ball around those edges, he's going to get those strikes. Yeah.
Gets a piece of the pitcher, and this is going to be an infield hit for Andrew McCutchen. What a start to his season.
Yeah, great job. Just a true professional hitter. I mean, we shared before. You get to 2 strikes and trying to find a way to use the middle of the field to take away some of the things. You see this pitch right here with the location. It's on the edge, and he just takes it right back up the middle. Flex off the pitcher and is able to beat that out, and we know he's going to get down the line. with that professional effort every single time.
Now he's at first with 2 outs, and here's Connor Joe, a late addition to the lineup. Chop to Arenado. And that does it. Hit by pitch, double play, single ground out for Woodford. Second, and then it's Paul Goldschmidt, a .320 career hitter against the Pirates. Nolan Arenado hits cleanup. Wilson Contreras, Nolan Gorman with Tyler O'Neill in left, and hitting 7th, Dylan Carlson and Tommy Edman. Brendan Donovan, 2 hits last night. Third pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, this is one of those areas where, again, you see that the pitcher's covering first base and how that time clock comes into play a little bit. That's, they use a little bit of discretion when it comes to giving some time. The pitchers are right back on the mound, and sometimes those are the things that, you need that little timeout, if you will, that step off that you alluded to earlier, Brownie. Having a couple of those step offs get to come and play.
Rocks here in St. Louis, and here's Paul Goldschmidt. Grounded right to third. Castro, 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. This is a massive inning for Oviedo. He's pitched brilliantly through 5 1/3 now, but Goldschmidt Arenado leading off the 6th inning. Just 74 pitches.
And that's with a lot of strikeouts. That's what makes that so uncommon.
8 strikeouts, yeah. Arenado has 2 of the 4 hits. Infield swinging bunt single in the second, and a base hit to left center. And he's got another hit. He is 3 for 3. Well, so far Oviedo's been able to shake off some trouble. Went to work in the second inning when there were runners at first and second and 1 out. He struck out the next 2 hitters. He's so good, isn't he?
He really is. I mean, that slider, again, is up in the zone, but for him, it's the only one that's really seeing that pitch right now.
Strike 1, 97. Right there to Contreras. Robert Stevenson is back off the injured list today. Bouncing ball. Connor Joe bobbles. He's going to have to just get the 1 out. Ideally, you get the lead man, but settle for out number 2.
Getting out is the main thing. Contreras obviously is already beating out a double play ball again. You'd like to be able to get that lead man. That was an in-between hop. A great job of Connor Joe just keeping the ball in play and making sure he records the out. But again, most likely not going to be a double play ball with the speed of Contreras getting down the line. And now you have a man in scoring position with 2 outs. Let's see how Oviedo pitches out of this.
Gorman fights it off and gets it down. And here comes Arenado, and he will score. And into second, RBI single for Gorman. 1-0 St. Louis.
Yeah, such an unfortunate time right there. Again, not exactly hard contact right there. Went with a good fastball at the top of the zone, was able to jam him. And that ball was able to flop right down there in the middle of Sawinski. And it wasn't hit hard enough for him to have a play. He did a good job of attacking the ball, though, and getting a strong throw off. But again, nothing you can do with that.
So O'Neill, who has struck out and flied out. Gorman picks up his 11th RBI for the Cardinals. second behind Arenado in that department. Couple of strikes now on O'Neill.
Yeah, right now we probably need to keep an eye on Gorman. Just trying to get a good secondary lead right there.
Got him. Boy, he was able to concentrate on O'Neill after giving up the hit to Gorman, and the Cardinals get one.
For a ball that he can drive out of the ballpark.
And now he's got 2 strikes on him. Been having better at bats over the past few games. Ball and a strike on him. You know all about those splits. Way better at PNC Park last year, his rookie season.
Jack has one thing on his mind right now, and that's getting in scoring position or a ball that he can drive out of the ballpark.
And now he's got 2 strikes on him. Career home and road splits tells the story. This ballpark he really struggled in. And a ground ball. And a 1-2-3-8 for Verhagen keeps it a 1-0 Cardinal lead. It'll be Dwayne Underwood Jr., Johan Oviedo. 7 innings, 1 run, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. StatCast powered by Google Cloud. Look at the 7 innings, the slider working, different variations of it.
Again, filling up the zone, filling down in the bottom of the zone, out of the zone. I mean, it was just super effective today, Brownie. It's just a heck of a performance by Johan right there.
Ball 1 on Burleson. 2, 3, 4 in the order, bottom of the 8th. Underwood had a 1-2-3 7th last night.
Yeah, take a look at the Shealy's numbers for Underwood. Again, it's his 7th appearance here, and it's been super effective as well as he settles into the roles of this season.
He's got Goldschmidt to follow. And he'll start off with a base hit. Don't miss the first Miller Lite Happy Hour of the season next Friday, April 21st, before the Pirates take on the Reds at PNC Park. Pre-game up until first pitch every Friday in the Miller Lite Landing Bar. Get your tickets at pirates.com. Next homestand starting Thursday against Cincinnati. Jordan Walker pinch running for Burleson, the rookie. And now Goldschmidt. Strike called. Hedges thinking about throwing down to first.
Yeah, just even that little pump fake right there by catcher, especially with a young base runner, keeps that secondary lead a little shorter to keep that double play in order possibly.
gets Goldschmidt looking.
Nice job with a fastball right there. Utilized. That's Austin Hedges right there to a T. Again, taking what the umpire's been given all game. You can see this fastball is a little bit off the plate inside, but it's in a place where it can't beat you. But that's been the strike zone all night. And Austin Hedges has been using Lance Barksdale's strike zone to a T.
Yeah, that's exactly that to Austin Hedges, knowing that this home plate umpire has been giving those calls, both sides, both teams, both Cardinals and the Pirates, and man, well done. Arenado 3 for 3.
What makes Nolan Arenado such a tough out is that he is a right-handed. He's also a low ball hitter, you know. And so again, this matchup where you have, you know, a pitcher like Dwayne Underwood Jr. whose best pitch is a changeup. It dives down at the bottom of the zone, and you have a guy that stays through the bottom of the zone really well, like Arenado does. He's just a tough out. I mean, and then he can also get to the high fastball too. So it presents a lot of challenges in these situations.
3 for 8 in his career against Underwood. Now does not get that call. That was a strike.
Yeah, pretty sure he has a green light right here. As you see, Giovanni Gallegos getting warmed up.
4-pitch walk. Check out the Nissan road ahead. Next 2 games here. Roansy Contreras tomorrow, 1:30. Steven Matz, the lefty for the Cardinals, and then Mitch Keller on Sunday against Miles Michaelis. 2 more against these Cardinals. We talked last night at the outset of the telecast about how the Pirates want to, if they want to take the next big step, they need to find a way to start beating the Cardinals specifically in this division. Cardinals went 13-6 against them last year. With a new balanced schedule, they'll only play them 13 times this year. And a first pitch strike as he tries to get Contreras to put the ball on the ground. Former teammate with the Cubs, battery mate. And in the air. And it gets down, and this will score another run. Contreras brings home Walker. It's 2-0.
Yeah, I'm a little fortunate again, really unfortunate. Again, a little weak contact fly ball. We talked about Contreras struggling all year. He's definitely seen this pitch before. You know, of course, being former teammates, that changeup diving down the zone. He just caught it off the end of the bat. Again, not hard enough, you know, to even have a play at the plate. And again, the weak contact, but sometimes using the middle of the field, that tends to work out. And so, you know, he's probably thrilled about that. It's been a while since he's been able to do something like that.
It's his 3rd RBI as a Cardinal. Ball 1 on Gorman, who singled in the game's first run in the 6th inning.
You get a look at the infield setup right here again. At first and third situation, 1 out. If the ball's not hit hard, the play is going to be at the plate. But if it's hit hard enough, the Pirates will elect to turn the double play. Right now, the 3-0 count. And we shared earlier about, you know, how Nolan Gorman was swinging a pretty good bat as well. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he got the green light in this situation. So got to continue to keep pitching on the corners. And
that's lined in the right, and it's 3-0. Gorman's 2nd RBI of the night, 3rd hit.
Yeah, I got a 3-0 green light, looking for a fastball out over the plate to get that run home, knowing it's a big run, and again, he got rewarded with a base hit. So Brownie, and again, these are those situations late in the game. We experienced it yesterday with the Pirates, and you start tacking on runs in the end, little insurance runs, but these are the things you need to do to continue to, to play winning baseball. You miss opportunities on one side, and the other team takes advantage of it. And now the game's starting to slowly but surely get further away for you.
Robert Stevenson up in the Pirates bullpen. That's going to be it. Underwood gets one out. Striking out Goldschmidt looking. Closer not available. Pirates down 3-0. Divisional matchup. Purchase your tickets at Pirates.com or in the MLB Ballpark app. And then the Dodgers are in for 3. Following an off day a week from Monday, 3 games with the Dodgers. So get your tickets. See these young buccos. A couple of veterans sprinkled in. See if they can't battle back here. Not completely out of the ordinary that Ali Marmol would call on Gallegos. He did have opportunities last year. Wilson Contreras picked up an RBI single for an insurance run, and then Nolan Gorman added on, so it's a 3-0 game. Jordan Walker, the rookie, stays in the game to play right. Ryan Helsley was their pretty much full-time closer last year, though 14 saves for Gallegos last season.
Yeah, Gallegos comes in with a 3-pitch arsenal. Again, he likes to use the fastball and slider predominantly. Occasionally he'll throw a changeup.
Castro leads off. On base twice. And a fly ball. Walker. One out.
Wow, now you see that? I mean,
issue.
I was waiting to see if anybody called it. Walker called it the last minute. You see Carlson come in there. Center fielder usually has priority, but it was amazing how much Carlson went to go get to that ball. It was literally straightaway right field.
Kanan Smith and Jigba with one out, nobody on now in the 9th inning. This is where he had his first major league hit last year as a pinch hitter against Gallegos.
Pretty good pitch right there. Down in the zone right there. Got to find a way to protect and make sure the way the strike zone's been. That's pretty shocked that that wasn't called a strike.
One hop shot. 2 down. Well, the Pirates shut out the Cardinals 5-0 last night. Now the Cardinals trying to do the trick here to the Pirates in game 2 of the 4-game series. Mark Mathias delivered his first hit as a Pirate in the 4th inning. He's also walked over 40,000, in fact 40,637 on hand. Pirates down to their last strike now. A tough luck loss for Oviedo, but boy, you have to be encouraged by what you saw out of that young Pirate starter.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it's, like I say, you start seeing that blueprint come together when you start seeing the guys settling into that starting pitching role and being able not only to have quality starts, but then go 6 and 7 innings, Brownie. I mean, that's, you can't say enough about how that actually attacks on the bullpen.
That will do it. Pirates are blanked. Series even. Wilson Contreras, a contribution, but really Nolan Gorman, his base hit with a runner at second base in the 6th inning, all that they would need, and on base 4 times was Nolan Arenado. Flashed his Gold Glove along with Paul Goldschmidt as well. That's kind of how the Cardinals do it.
Yeah, that's how they do it right there, to take advantage and add on late. And those are some of the things that, like I said, this young Pirates team, wants to model after. Find a way to continue to have good pitching performances and add runs late in the game. So you bounce back tomorrow, got a little day game, got to sleep quick, and then come back out and do it again.
Lee Marmole's club goes to 6 and 8. The Pirates are now 8 and 6. And again, this 4-game series even at a game apiece. As the Pirates shut out the Cardinals last night, it's the Redbirds. Zach Thompson in relief got the win. Gallegos picked up the save. Much more coming your way. Game played in a quick 2 hours and 17 minutes. So stick around for the post-game show. That is coming your way next. We'll have the play-by-play of Game 3 tomorrow afternoon. Stick around. More to come.